Hello and welcome to VLearn, Virtual Learning Network. This is session 13 of Administrative Theories, Social Psychological Approach, Diggles McGurk and Abraham Maslow. Topics to be covered: Introduction, Maslow Theory of Motivation, Need Hierarchy Theory, how the need hierarchies work, conditions for the need fulfillment, need hierarchy and evaluation, McGurk's Theory X, a traditional view of management, Theory Y, a new theory of management, Theory X and Theory Y, and evaluation. Introduction. So yes, in this session we will actually going to have an understanding about the social psychological approach. This is the another approach which is introduced by the authors, and they gives us the new dimensions to believe in the humanistic aspect. So they gives us the another dimension to understand the human philosophies, human concepts, and the organization. If we talk about the social psychological approach, yes, it is a tool to understand the relationships between men and organization. The belief is that an analysis of the human being with reference to their psychological factors provide the answers to many questions relating to their behavior in the organization. So this is mainly because in the organization, people work includingly as well as in the group of the accomplishing tasks and purposes. Basically, this approach emphasizes on the men's side of the organization. So yes, social psychological approach is very much putting an emphasis on the relationship between the men's and the organization. They emphasize that there was always men who were related to the organization, who performed as the organization performed, who actually gives us the important concepts in the organization also. So it is important for the organization to understand their human aspects, understand the men who were performing in the organization, how they were attempting, how they were performing the task, what are they were thinking. This kind of behavioral concept and behavioral aspect was studied, and this kind of psychological social concept was basically considered in this concept. Maslow theory is the first theory which comes into a picture, that is Maslow's theory on the motivation. So Maslow, in his classical paper, A Theory of Human Motivation, they published the first this relationship concept. They emphasized that there was a relationship between a human being and organization from the standpoint of human needs. So human being become a member of the organization to fulfill their needs only. So there was always, Maslow comes in this theory as in a concept of a need, that for the human being who were performing in the society, need is emphasizing, need is performing, need is the one thing which is actually putting the person to the motivational side, to putting the person to the higher level of performance, putting them into the other side, or it could be adverse side or it could be a good side. So in that case, they come up with the concept of human needs. That is why, to defining that need concept, they analyze the need hierarchy theory. Maslow come up with the need concept. In this need hierarchical theory, Maslow basically arranged a person motivational need in hierarchical manner. According to him, there are several needs of the human being which explains the human behavior in the organization. He basically states that if we talk about the human beings are very much motivated, very much hierarchical. That means it is always stages of the needs, and it is always related to have a certain kind of desires and needs in the person. So that needs of the human being was divided into that hierarchy. The first stage of that hierarchy is a psychological need. It's the basic thing. That is what every person is looking for, the basic things. They work for the basic thing first. That is for the hunger, for thirst, for shelter. So this is one of the very basic concept of the human. So the human being has to satisfy these needs first, and then they only look forward for the another one. If he is no longer or not able to get this best, so there was no more motivate him. There was no one to motivate them. So the another stage is what the security need. Security need is very much on the job securities and safety in the workplace. That means if we talk about the human nature, human person always required a security. a need in their mind. They always require enough physical safety and emotional safety both. That means there was no harm in the society, or there was no harm in the living. This kind of safety must be there in the society, must be in the organization. So this is what the another need for which the person is performing, and organization can safeguard the employee with them just to serving this kind of a need. Then social need. Social need is basically represent the relationship between amongst the group of people working in the organization. How people work in the organization. If we talk about they are the social person, so yes, they always require the social element, were always considered as a social element, who were performing in the different relationship, who in a group, who can talk, who can perform. At the same time, the social needs also serves the emotional securities also. Yes, the belongingness, the association, these things always required to be served, and yes, this will lead to have a very friendship and friendly concept and the societal, good societal structure also. Then fourth is the esteem need. Esteem is basically presented the higher level need of the human beings. They are basically stripped of power, achievement and status. When the person is basically required a name or a fame, or we can say that any kind of power they want, any kind of achievement they have, or they want a status, this is always related to esteem need. So esteem need is what very much connected and very high level need. It is not necessary that every person of that particular person have this kind of need, but yes, it is always required to have certain achievements in their life, power in their life. Then self-actualization is the fifth need. So this high level need represents the accumulations of all other needs. The fulfillment of this need gives a high desire of satisfaction to the individual in the work and life. So this will further improve a person's performance. A self-actualized person has fulfilled all his potential. This represents a person's motivation to transform the perceptions of self into the reality. This is what basically to getting the idea about yourself, getting the what the person is desiring about himself in a life, that person is able to achieve all. This is what the concept where it leads to having a fulfillment of all their needs, which gives a higher degree of satisfaction, which leads to have a higher degree of satisfaction. That degree of satisfaction is always required a full potential also. This represents a person's motivation to transform the perceptions of the self also. It is what basically self-actualization is always there to recognize the self-concept. It is always there to understand what is the real person is and how they were performing in the society. So they will try to match up this balancing situations. How the need hierarchy works. If we talk about the need hierarchy, yes, we come to know that there was in a 5 needs arises in the organization, and in a 5 way they performed in 5 different needs they were performed, and yes, this needs provide them certain kind of motivation, certain kind of important factors. So in that case, yes, there are the how to implement it, हम किस तरीके से implement कर सकते हैं. Each need according to the Maslow is a goal to a person at the very point of view. Each Maslow is always required to have the goals to the person at the people of time. So if the person basic requirement is physiological need are not fulfilled, so in that case he concerned all his emergence to achieve the satisfaction in that area. So if that is very true, if it's the very high level of need and person is after having this kind of satisfaction, they never go for another concept. So in that case, this is true that it is always required to come up with the psychological or physiological needs. So that is once he gets satisfying in that needed area, and he basically moves to the next order need, and the process continue in the daily life of the human being. This is what the hierarchical concept, this is the hierarchical theory of the Maslow's. That is what physiological security, social esteem and self-actualization. We can see that there is low, medium, high and high. So these two theories are very much high. This is medium, and this is low theory, which is concepted or want. Conditions for the need fulfillment. In an organization culture, history, policy, procedure, environment, and its ability to attract, development and retain the people play a very important role in the need fulfillment of its member. Organization which believes in the people and their ability to perform, they will basically provide for the fulfillment of the need of their members. So organization which are not people oriented make it difficult for the members to fulfill their needs. So such organization will face a negative consequences of the non-fulfillment of need for their members. So Maslow argues that hierarchy is a framework which help in understanding the human motivation in organization. In other words, the hierarchy needs not necessarily operate in the fixed order, but there is scope of deviation. So that is always required to have a proper understanding and conditions of a fulfillment. That means organization play a very important role in fulfilling the needs of the people. If they are unable to fulfill that needs, or if they were unable to give that much of a push or that much of opportunities to the employees to bring out that needs and follow their needs, so in that case the organization didn't provide any kind of motivation and successful future to the employees. So in that case, the hierarchy is the framework which help in understanding the human motivations in the organization. Need hierarchy and evaluation. At the time of evaluating, there was a several study was concluded that Maslow model is open to the question as an overall theory of a work of motivation. It is good to have an overall working of the motivational theory and its work. But yes, there was an absence of correlation between the satisfaction of a needs at a one level and the activation of a need at the next level. There was no correlation. There was not as much related they are each other. At the same time, Maslow is writing to a great extent, but there are few limitations of the predicting the human behavior on the very lower and a higher probability basis. That we can't predict the human behavior. At the same time, the hierarchical is not confirmed or applies to the everyone at the equal manner. That each person have a different need. Each person have a different hierarchy of a need. So this is always differential concept, and it is what the few criticism which arises in the need hierarchy. McGurk's theory X, a traditional view of management. Yes, in this concept, the McGurk was basically provide the viewpoint on the theory X and theory Y. In theory X, he was failed to bring out the best out of a human being in the organization. He actually calls the theory X because they were put in a certain factors, certain characteristics on the human behavior, how human perform in the organization. According to theory X, oriented thinking, management is viewed as a master of an enterprises. Management is what considered that the only that person who direct them, who control them, who allocate the resources to them, at the same time who define that what are the activities they are going to be performed. So management in them is getting work done through other people, and hence a manager needs to control the behavior of the other people also. So in that case, they feel that organization can suitably invent the process of directing, controlling and motivating the people to accomplish the purpose of the organization. This was the traditional view of theory X, that this is what they considered management a very important part, and they considered that management is the only one who are performing each and every activity. There are few assumptions which are taken in the theory X. The first is the average human being has an inherent dislike of work and will avoid it if he can. That means if there was a chance to avoid their work, that person is willingly do that. Because of this human characteristic of dislike of work, most people must be concrete, controlled, direct, threatened with the punishment to get them put forth adequate effort towards the achievement. So that means this is always required to that the human in itself is very disliking with the work. They don't like their work. At the same time, the average human being prefer to be, he directed wishes avoid responsibility. That person is very much towards avoid the responsibilities. Theory X, yes, there was a traditional view of management. Theory X assumes that human being is very lazy, less ambition, resistance to change, no creative, compatible to be easygoing person. So this kind of an viewpoint is in the theory X. At the same time, they gives the two major dimensions. What is hard and soft? That means these are the strategy which management can adopt to control them. For the hard strategy, yes, they can use the techniques of close supervision, tight control, coercion, threat. This kind of techniques could be used. For the soft side, they can meet the demand can be permissive attempt to harmonize the demands of the organization that could be required. After having a theory on the X, there was the assumption that this is not as realistic as it sounds. So McGurk come up with the theory Y. Theory Y is a new look of the relationship between men and management. They perform that management is responsible for the coordinating the activity in the organization and the accomplishment its purpose. But in the true sense, the person itself required to be very enthusiastic, the person who will like their work. This kind of a thing was comes into. That means McGurk shift their ideas from completely management to the human side, that is the employees side. They define that the management work is only to control them, that's it, or conclude them. There are few assumptions which was considered in theory Y. This is first the expenditure of a physical and mental efforts in the work, and that is what the naturally play on a rest. That is the human being who likes to perform and show their efforts in work. Either it's a physical effort or either it's a mental effort, but the person loves to show that physical efforts and mental efforts. External control and the threats of punishments are not the only means of being about the efforts towards the organization. In that case, the person is self-directing themselves, self-controlling themselves. That means this kind of a theory, why people is that kind of a people who are basically self-directing themselves and controlling by itself. Commitment to the objective is the function of the reward associated with their achievement. So there was always a certain commitment which is required to perform. And yes, avoidance of responsibility, lack of ambition emphasizes on the security and the generally consequences of the experiences. And the capacity of exercise a relatively high degree of imagination, indigeneity, the creativity in the solution of the organization problem is vitally. So in that case, under the condition of modern industry life, there are intellectual potentialities of the average human being. So that is, it is always required to have they have a good capacity, at the same time they have a very good potential also. So this kind of an assumptions was taken care in the theory Y. So McGurk basically represent in the theory Y the other side of human being. They give them a very different dimension and make the job more and more appealing to the job redesigning. That means if you want to make a shift from theory X to theory Y, you can redesign your job, you can participate, system can be involved in the business, decision making process can be put on the emphasis, and yes, at the same time developing the appropriate performance appraisal system would be there. Theory, there were those opposite assumptions which was McGurk's taken. They just bringing out the two different things, that they were not creative, they are creative, they are not cooperative, they are cooperative. They are two different poles of the two different very much dimensions. So yes, after this two theories, there were few questions which you have to do it yourself. First is discuss the importance of Maslow needs in hierarchy. What are the Maslow needs in hierarchy? Another is what are the assumptions of the human nature. So this is, you have to do it yourself. This is all about for the today's session. We are winding up here. Thank you so much. Happy learning. We learn.